So I finally got around to seeing House of the Dragon, just the first episode. But all in all, I found I really liked it, which is not a shock. I was a big fan of Game of Thrones. In fact, Game of Thrones comes out in a particularly interesting piece of my life. I don't know if I've told the story before, but the first episode of Game of Thrones came out while I was on a Lord of the Rings tour of New Zealand, just after I graduated from high school. So it feels very momentous in my life, as my high school fantasy obsession gave away to my college fantasy obsession. And there is something incredibly comforting about being back in this whole world with all the brutalities of it. And I was also a huge Doctor Who fan, and it's really great to see Matt Smith doing something exciting again. Oh, I was so worried for him. Just on a deep level, I was worried for him. I was like, oh, he's playing the villain in Morbius. Matt Smith should be Morbius, the living vampire. Matt Smith is the one who should say it's Morbin time. But I'm psyched, and he's one of the best performances in the show. And any big Doctor Who fan out there, I could, especially any Super Wholock out there, I could feel a collective force of glee when we saw his butt. I felt that, and I'm happy that you got to experience that. Besides him, I think the young actress who's playing essentially the main character in most ways is really good. I know that's difficult to cast a young actress, like a child actress, in a heavy dramatic part. That's maybe the most difficult thing you can cast, and I think they picked a really good example of somebody who can do something like that. Besides that, I'm intrigued what storylines... that feels so lame. It says, I'm intrigued what storylines are going forward and stuff. But I am. That's the best thing you can say when reviewing a pilot. You can go definitively, yes, I will watch you more. Besides that, I'm a big history buff, so I'm always fascinated by the historical parallels that Martin likes putting in his work. And I know this is based on the Anarchy, which is something I'm not totally familiar with. So mentally, I'm trying to figure out, well, okay, the Anarchy ends with the Plantagenets kind of rising in power, and have we met the Plantagenet version of what in Westeros? Who are they? Who's going to be? Who are they? Who's coming? And it was fun for me because I love Alfred the Great to go oh, this is the Westeros. We got to see the Westeros version of Alfred the Great. That's really neat. So I'm very chronically lazy with TV shows, so I'll probably fall behind pretty quickly. But all in all, I give it a solid B+. It wasn't the monumentous, huge thing that the original show was for me, but which is kind of depressing. And I know I, as a person, have to stop looking to recreate feelings like that and just let them come naturally. And that's what I hope to do, but I like the show.